We have all heard of Thomas the Tank Engine, or the train, whatever he is, but some things just don't make sense in the universe. This is why people make Thomas headcannons, or headcannons in general, I guess. Anyway, these are mine, so please enjoy. Number 1, Ivo Hugh. Ivo Hugh was the number 7 engine on the Scarlet Railway in the Railway series. However, he is not seen as Freddy takes his place as the number 7 engine in the TV series. However, in the books, Duke is number 8 and Fred is number 9. And we all know the logic of the Railway series. The engine is numbered in the order they arrive. But Ivo Hugh was built in Crovan's Gate Works and didn't even arrive, basically. He was just there. But what makes him number 7? I mean, there are literally 2 engines that came before him. This is why, in my headcanon, Freddy comes before Ivo Hugh, as he has done more, and is not just a tie-in for a real-life engine, and he's not a narrow-gauge engine who gets glazed by a certain Thomas YouTuber with a golden yellow AC and makes a game using Tony Testing Ground's assets. What? Shit, where was I? Oh yeah, Ivo Hugh and Freddy. And it makes perfect sense because Duke is in Ivo Hugh's first book and only book. So Ivo Hugh is the number 10 in my headcanon. Now, on to the next headcanon. Where does Freddy come from? Number 2. As we all know, Freddy is the number 7 on the Scarlet Railway in the television series and in the 10th season. We all know that he knew Sir Handel, and some people say he came from the Mid-Sodor. However, Tim is the number 7 on the MSR, and you can't tell me otherwise, and there's something up with his livery. I can recognize his livery matches up with how people think Sir Handel and Peter Sam were painted when they came to the Sodor Aluminum Works. Credits to the Arc Minister and the Sudrian Industries. I don't have a picture of the Sudrian Industry ones because I don't have trains installed right now. But trust me on this one. I've used trains before, and I have their liveries are. Look, just trust me on this one. It matches up with Freddy, all right. But anyways, who's to say there wasn't a 3rd engine in the aluminum company? Who's to say Freddy's just still wearing his old livery? It makes perfect sense, and this is why I think Freddy comes from the Sodor Aluminum Works in my headcanon. Anyway, that's all. Just next headcanon. Number 3, Sir Handel's absence in the show. Sir Handel was absent after Season 4 all the way up into Season 10, where he made his not-so-great return and a smooth ride. But it is stated that he came from the Stone Quarry, but only said for the summer. This makes no sense, as this implies every story leading up on the Scarlet Railway at that point, like season 5 up to season 10, takes place in one summer, like on the same year, on some Phineas and Ferb type shit. I love Phineas and Ferb though, but yeah. To make all this make sense, in the Railway series, Sir Handel went to the Tallyclyn Railway in Wales. These events in my headcanon happened while Sir Handel was gone, and as soon as he returned, he had to work in the Stone Quarry. Time for the next headcanon. Number 4. The Adventure Begins is not canon! Alright, hear me out. Hey, it makes no sense why Thomas is the number 1, even though, like, all the other engines came before him. The Crash is canon for sure, that's top tier, but no, I don't care about Glenn! I don't care! The rest of the movie is not canon, and the events of Season 1 of the Railway series are kind of a mix in my headcanon. It kind of plays out like a Henry movie, you know? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this headcanon, because this is my favorite to get into. This is a joke headcanon, but just don't worry. Anyway, next and final headcanon. Thomas and the Magic Railroad. In the show, Thomas and the Magic Railroad is not canon because of how horrible fans call it, and how it basically failed, and kind of saved the franchise in a way. Hold up, hear me out. I'm gonna get into that in like another essay video, basically. But you're gonna hear me out in that video, alright? But that's off topic. But after that, Lady is seen in a dream and calling all engines. This is where my brain comes into play. What if Tapmar, aka Thomas and the Magic Railroad, if you didn't know, was a dream Thomas had? I don't know, it's just something I came up with after I recorded this video. But the audio was muted, so I just wanted to add this something else because I felt the video was kind of short. It still is kind of. But anyway, goodbye and see you guys next video. See ya.